Guys, the studio has finally arrived. I've been getting so many messages about the studio and I haven't had much to tell you. So today I just want to do two things. I want to tell you what we've done since the last video that I made, and then I want to tell you all about that delivery process. Since the last video, we have finished the retaining wall. We also added a French drain that runs behind the wall and it's in a U shape. Then we backfilled all the dirt in over top of that. I borrowed a tamper, an automatic tamper, which was a dream. And then we leveled out all this. I added the runners so that they're all perfectly level and ready for the studio to sit on top of. The delivery itself was a little surprising to me. I expected it to come on a semi truck, and I actually expected it to be in 3 big containers on the semi truck. But it was actually carried behind a Sprinter van on a 16-foot trailer and in one big fat unit. Once the cargo van backed up into our driveway, we manually unloaded everything. He initially wanted to hook up the giant package to a tree and then just sort of slide it off the trailer as he pulled forward. But I'm kind of glad that we didn't have that opportunity available to us. We didn't have any good trees to hook up to. So we had to manually cut everything open and set it off to the side, which gave us a really good opportunity to check all of the pieces and to make sure everything looked really, really good. So I'm glad we did that. It took about an hour to get everything off of the trailer, and luckily I had a couple of friends that were able to come help, and then I had even more friends come help us move it all the way up the hill. That was way more of a job than getting it off the trailer. I will lift this up for you to see just for a little bit because it's starting to rain pretty hard. But you can see here that we have all of the panels down here at the bottom. So these are actually the walls, and everything is tongue and groove, and it comes already framed into these boxes. Sorry for the terrible lighting in here. I'm now standing inside my house where we are keeping all of the windows. Again, another reason that it was kind of nice that we unpacked everything instead of just leaving it one big package. We were able to put the fragile things inside of our house. I just want to show you how these arrive. They come fully boxed in, already framed out, ready to be put into the shed. And this is the door. Let me try to turn here so you can see this. It's really tight space, but this door right here is mega heavy. Like, requires 2 people to move. It's just a really sturdy thing. The next thing that I wanted to show you were the little booklets that came in the package. First off, you have an item list. This is gonna be pretty handy. It's gonna be a little bit like a decoder because they don't label all of the pieces of wood. They instead tell you in the instruction manual that you need a 5A, and then you can go to this booklet and it'll show you exactly the dimensions for a 5A piece or whatever it might be. And it has a little descriptor over here. So not sure that that's the easiest way to go about that, but that's what that is. Okay, next little booklet in the packet is that instruction manual. And I just wanted to give you a little taste of what it looks like. It looks like this. No words, just pictures. It's kind of like Legos or IKEA. Pretty much the same exact thing that you would do in either one of those situations. Let me get closer to the end so you can see some of them more complex illustrations. But I don't know, it's tough to tell. It's tough to tell if that's gonna be really tricky and I'm gonna have to call them a lot, or if it's pretty straightforward. To be determined. Last thing I want to show you was this box. This box is full of all sorts of hardware. I was pleasantly surprised when I opened it because I read that the hardware was gonna be all loosey-goosey in the box and that you'd have to organize all of it, but that's not the case. Everything is in individual bags. So that's nice. Also, within this pack are all of your handles. I think that's actually for the window, and then the door handle is in here somewhere. Heyo, there it is. Got some ventilation pieces, which I had no idea that there would be a need for that, but I'm sure there is a need for it, and I'm glad they included it. Also some L brackets and other little pieces for the building process. But the box is really well organized, and and it looks like it has everything we need. All right, well, thank you so much for watching. I am just so incredibly excited about this, and I'm glad you're interested in it. If you have any questions, just feel free to send them over. I'll do my absolute best to answer those for you. Yeah, and I know that this is all in real time, and it'd probably have been a little more cinematic if I waited to have the shed finished before I put out any video, but to me, it's kind of fun to just go through this with you real time. You know literally as much about this as I do, and that's pretty cool. So again, I'm happy to be the guinea pig. We'll just see what happens on the next phase. We're to the fun part now. Can't wait. All right, you guys have an amazing week. We'll have some videos for you soon.